Hi, it's Rob White here from Progressive Property, and I am with Gill. Gill, this is everyone. Everyone, this is Gill. Now, we've just finished a VIP meeting. In fact, we'll probably be going down the pub after this, I'm sure. And I wanted to just catch up with Gill and let Gill share her story with you, because she's got some fantastic results in a relatively short period of time. She's been doing all sorts of deals and everything else. And I just wanted to share it. So, Gill, first off then, pre-property, before property, what was happening in your life? Why did you decide to get into property?
Well, my husband and I have got our own mortgage business, Alton Mortgages, which has been running now for 5 to 6 years. And I joined Richard in it about 2 years ago, just the day the credit crunch started, actually, funny enough. And obviously we felt the pinch on that. Last year, the network we were associated with went bankrupt on us, so though we were fine, we had to write off a load of money, and it made us realise that actually passive income and cash flow is what's important.
Sure.
We'd had some buy-to-let properties from 12 years ago, and then we bought a load more sort of 4 to 5 years ago. But what we didn't do was the ones we bought 4 to 5 years ago, we didn't do them very educated in our decisions. So we decided this time round we were going to go right back to square one and get our education and invest again.
Sure. So you've obviously been working with us and you've come through our education, done mastermind, masterclass, now you're on the VIP stuff. Now, I can't take a lot of credit for your great success. I think you need to take most of that yourself. But just tell us about what you've done since. So, because a lot of this really, in terms of the results, you got started kind of late last year, early this year, didn't they?
Yeah, I came on the 3-day event right at the end of last year, which actually was awesome because it put so much into perspective for me. Sort of doing the analysis was brilliant. And they were like going out and seeing people. I'm a bit of a spreadsheet person as well.
You never are.
No,
we've never had an email from you, have we? We've never had, give me this specific detail, have we?
Exactly. So that was really good. So I started really the conversations beginning of January, and we had built a relationship with an estate agent, or some estate agents anyway, through working through a mortgage brokerage. So it was a natural fit for it then for us to work with them. So that's where I've been working and using the stuff I've learned from the courses, and in the main at the moment buying repossessions below market value, but with the aim for it to have cash flow as well. That's for us personally, because we wanted to have the cash flow.
So let's talk bottom line for a bit then and go through some data and facts, which you'll be very good at. So how many have you bought, what are the numbers, what are the deals, what are the JV partnerships, etc.?
We bought the first one, actually completed beginning of February. And we've in the process of buying our 7th at the moment. 3 are tenanted. One is going through refurb at the moment, and then the other 2 are in the process. I think that's added up. Maybe there's one more. 4 tenanted. It's going through the process, the sale process, and offers and stuff. So that's basically where we are. So we're up to 7 at the moment.
So it's pretty much, well, it's better than one a month, really.
Yeah, it's about one a month, one every 6 weeks. It came together.
Nice work. Okay, so you've also been packaging deals, and you've also been getting joint venture finance as well, haven't you? So explain that to us.
To be honest, just started on the packaging side, because obviously we've got the connections, we've got a refurb team, we do the mortgage, we do the whole package, and obviously I went on the packaging course and I've used the forum to put some stuff out on. I've had some information back and made some connections with people that way.
That's good.
I'm talking to, so that's brilliant. In terms of the JVing, we're actually buying a property with our friends. So it's completed, that one's been refurbed through. And we're working on that together. So putting a second charge on that. Working that through, and I've got some other people I'm in discussions with as well. So there's a lot going on. You're also very busy, aren't you? Because, like a lot of people say to me, I've got no time to do this, Why don't you just tell people how much time you're spending and, can you work it into a busy schedule? I probably spend about 10 to 15 hours a week. I have 2 young children, a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. So I work part-time around school hours, in the main, trying to be at all the school collections, which it does quite a lot of the drop-offs, and I have another business, network marketing business, that I also look after and run. So I'm flexing lots of things.
Okay. So, and are you enjoying it?
Loving it. Loving it. I'm loving the fact that it's stretching me, loving the fact that I'm learning new stuff. loving the fact that I feel actually I'm building something for our future.
Sure.
Because, it's great to know that the time and effort you're putting in now, it's going to grow you, cash flow and obviously equity as things move through. So great, loving it.
Cool. Yeah. So the future for Gill and Richard and the Alton Empire. Why don't you just build a little picture for us? And I know you'll be very much realistic, but what are your plans for the future, and how's this, how's it going to develop for you?
To be honest, my plans is really to work more on the deal packaging, work with more people on that, because obviously the fact that we've got the connections, the fact we can offer such a great big solution from the mortgage brokerage right the way through. It's great if other people don't have that time to do it themselves, because I get in the car and I drive to our gold mine area, and it's a fair distance from me, but being self-employed I can do that. So it's really to work on that side, but also want to open up some other areas, try some of the other strategies that we've learned, and obviously when our properties come up to a point where we remortgage them, get the money out and just keep growing and building our portfolio, really. Okay. Simple as that. Simple.
I just actually remember something I'd like to talk to you about, and this JV partner. Now, obviously, you don't have to go into many specifics. I know you've had other people on the go, but a lot of people say to me, "Oh, well, I know that JVs work and JV partners, but I can't find one. I don't know how to put a deal to them." Just quickly explain the process, because you actually, I think you did it very well the way you got your JV partner on board, and maybe you can give us a few tips on how you would do that.
Well, our JV partner is actually a friend of ours. Yeah. It's a family friend.
And many are.
So obviously they've been watching what we've been doing, which is helping. And sort of sitting on the sidelines.
What kind of work? Are they waiting for you to get the proof?
I think sort of just listening. I think they're very knowledgeable individuals. They're very educated and very skilled in the areas of business they work in. But I don't think property's ever been something they've done themselves. Or I know it hasn't. But obviously, unbeknown to me, it was something they thought actually that could be good for the future. Yeah. So it came to a point when I just said, "Oh, this is what we're doing in general," and I said, "Shall I show you through my spreadsheets?"
Yeah, so you did a lot of the numbers.
Because the person, they are number people. They're both number people.
Sure. So you basically worked out which, because you'd done VA, KAD and DISC and everything on the masterclass, so you knew how they would best understand the deal.
Definitely. So they loved the spreadsheets. Sure. And actually recut my spreadsheets.
Oh, blimey, they touched your spreadsheet. You must have been a bit like, "Oh, get off my spreadsheet."
So it was good. So we worked it through, and then we written a contract. So they're our friends. Yeah. We've got very tight contracts, business, and you've got to keep the two, business-wise. So it's okay.
Okay, cool. So just before we finish then, a couple of things. So what's better now than before for you?
My knowledge. I think without a shadow of a doubt, knowing what is a good deal and what's not a good deal. If we look at the properties we bought, sort of in that 4 or 5 year, we were the same as everybody else. We did some things that we look back and think, "Oh, God, why did we do that?" Sure. And now my knowledge of looking at things, the stuff I've learnt really, and not just going with everything because somebody says it's a good deal, working it through myself and then deciding whether it will fit with what the profile we want or somebody else wants. Sure.
And to anyone sitting on the fence, thinking about investing property, a bit nervous, lacking in confidence, or have their own reasons for, not taking action and going for it, you're clearly proof of what you can do in a short period of time. What would you say to people like that?
Well, I think from my point of view, I would say definitely it's about getting the education, because if you feel that you can, you don't, as you say, you don't have to get everything perfect. And I think the first mastermind you said do the 80-20 rule and concentrate, and that's why I've concentrated in one area, and now we're looking to roll out more. I think if you feel that you'd like to get involved in property, then it is a great thing to do. And we all know that it's long term, but just get some education, so that you feel that you're making the right decisions, because then it takes some of the scare factor away. It's a constant growing, and I've learned so much. I've learned so much. Today I've written loads of stuff down. I've done my one-on-ones. Yeah. And
I think Steve's just gone home to sleep for 3 weeks.
Maybe. But it is about that, and it's picking up all those things.
Okay. Brilliant. Gill, thank you. Thanks for watching, Gill, and we'll see you hopefully soon at an event, or keep an eye out for our videos and emails that we send you.